Tristan can't start the podcast today. He's dying. He started laughing before we even started this. It's me and Tristan here with
Denny and Garth.
Yep. Pretty much normal nowadays.
Yep.
And Tristan's just Tristan's really going at it right now.
He might fucking.
This is a strange. This is a strange beginning to the podcast.
Oh God.
Jesus.
I don't even remember why I started laughing. Holy shit, dude.
But yeah. So obviously this is Shed Talk.
Shed talk here. Oh God damn it. I'm gonna try and start the podcast my way now. Shed talk here. We got Jacob Denny.
It's too late. It's too late for that.
It's never too late.
It's too late for that.
Oh God damn it.
The introductions are over.
You missed your chance.
Ooh. Okay, I think I got my composure back.
Alright, so what should we talk about?
I thought you looked shit up.
Dude, no. But here, I know of stuff that's going on. The riots that are going are against protests.
They're right.
Today, I don't know about tonight, but from what I saw tonight, it was nothing but peaceful.
Was it peaceful?
Yeah.
Because before it was nothing.
Yeah, but just like all the other ones, the majority of those people don't live in that city.
This is true.
They just show up to loot and freaking cause trouble.
Yep.
And a guy actually got shot during the protests the other night, and he died today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was shot just by some random dude in the crowd. Or I guess woman, I guess.
Where was this at?
In Charlotte, North Carolina.
Was it?
Yeah, that's where it's going on.
Interesting. I heard about a guy that got shot. It was a black officer shooting a black civilian because he was sitting in his truck. And there's two different stories to this, so no one really knows the truth. But how it starts, I guess, is the truth, and how, the rest of it is quite unknown. But an article that I read said that he had a book. He was in his truck with a book, and an officer came up and shot him. There's another article and thing saying that he had a gun. So,
is this the one from North Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a gun on him.
Okay.
Well, I think that's what the. I don't know.
That's what the media wants you to believe.
This is just what I've been hearing.
See?
Did you see the one in Tulsa?
Yes, the one in Tulsa. I saw that.
Car
one.
stalls.
See,
and some bitch calls it in, says that there's some abandoned car in the middle of the road. So the cops show up, and then for some reason they think he's on drugs.
Yeah, that was just their first assumption.
I'm not willing to accept that until they have some real proof. My dad keeps trying to be like, well, they say he's on drugs. I was like, there's no toxicology tests yet that have come out, so there's no reason for anyone to assume that.
But they had already gotten him down anyways. They had tased him.
The dude had tased him at the exact same time as the chicks started firing.
Yeah, the female officer shot him, and the male officer was trying to tase him.
Yeah, which...
Yeah, that's why, like, the helicopter footage, the pilot or the co-pilot's like, this is about the time they're going to tase him. I think it's time for a taser.
Well, yeah, when as soon as he hits the ground, he's like, oh, I think he's being tased. And then when they come around the other side, there's some blood. And you even hear the dude in the helicopter go, oh! Like, yeah. He's even, like, shocked by what just happened.
Yeah, he didn't anticipate. Nobody anticipated that. I think... Did you guys hear about the one of a dude in a stolen car was running from the cops? And it was like a 17-year-old or some shit.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
He was going through a residential neighborhood. And there's dash cam footage of him, like, driving straight at one of the cop cars. And you see, like, one of the cops come running around from the passenger side, just laying out on the car with his gun.
Dang.
And then the car keeps driving, and he's heading down the street towards, like, 2 more cop cars or some shit. And one of them fires, like, 1 shot. And, bottom line, he like goes back. He starts sprinting back into this backyard, and 1 more shot's fired, I think. And by the time the cops with their body cams get back there, they're like, there's other officers like pushing him on the ground already, trying to arrest him, and he's bleeding out from a shot in his back, just 1 shot. And the rest of the fucking video is the body cams of the cops standing there going, "Oh fuck, dude, what just happened? Did you shoot? Oh my god, I think I killed him." And they're just like panicking. One's just like, "Don't worry, man, it'll blow over," and the other one's like,
oh my god.
one of them's like, "I'm gonna be stuck at the fucking desk for 45 fucking days, man."
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, "Oh
Wow.
my
Jesus.
god, man."
I thought you were about to talk about some dude apparently hit some cops. Try to run them over. I really know nothing about it. This is just what I've heard. This happened. Somebody tried to run over these 2 cops.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but then again, somewhat recently, there was also a random dude, and I think it was Paris, running over a bunch of civilians at a, like, sidewalk, like a busy sidewalk, with a big-ass truck, like a semi-truck.
Yeah, man. That happened a while ago.
It wasn't
What's your
that long
point?
ago. People get hit by cars, man.
That's your point? Okay.
That's my point. Sometimes it's intentional, though, and what do? You know?
We try to stop the people
Who
that
knows?
are trying to intentionally
Who knows?
run people over.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
AIDS.
It's AIDS.
AIDS.
You know it's the tits, though?
What's that?
This right here.
Awesome.
Fucking
Devil's lettuce.
the devil's lettuce.
That is, I believe, the best
Man.
name for it, dude.
One time I just went off on his grandma
Yeah.
one day because like I was leaving.
Oh yeah, he told me
Yeah.
about this, dude.
Yeah, I was leaving to freaking go get some pot, and she's like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Going to get some freaking wacky tobacco, some of that sticky icky, some pot. You don't understand."
You were like, the sticky icky, the devil's lettuce, the wacky tobacco. You just don't understand, Joanne.
There was I think like right before that we were just trying to think of a bunch of different alternative names
Yeah.
for pots, so it was just stuck. So
For the longest time, we called it pizza.
dude, and then I saw that on Broad City. And let's just talk about this right now. I did not realize that was truly a thing. We literally just started doing it because
It just fit. We would go eat some pizza at lunch. Like, there was Bobbio's just down the road. There's also Little Caesars.
I never went and got Bobbio's. I would get pizza just from the school.
Either way, they would they suspected nothing, but assumed everything.
They expected nothing. I feel like we just started calling it pizza because of that one pizza place named Munchies with the wizard. You know?
Oh no, we called it pizza because of the same reason we had our high school band named.
Well, yeah.
We were talking about Jacob's Dank Pizza, a pizza parlor we wanted to open up, and that was going to be the name of it, Jacob's Dank Pizza. And we formed a band named Pizza, Dank Pizza.
Yeah, it was going to be a pizzeria, and then we were also going to sell pot.
And the pot was just going to be, like, we'd have pizzeria names, like pizzeria style names, like the Dank Pizza Special.
Yep, that's cool.
You can give that to him, man. That's for you too.
Oh, thank you. We might as well talk about it right now.
Thank you.
It is Tristan's birthday today.
Yeah.
Tristan's birthday boy today.
It's his birthday. He's been going and getting lots of coffees.
Oh, dude, yeah. I stocked up on the coffees today. I still got my Rebel.
Yeah, if you don't live here, Dutch Bros is only a thing on the West Coast, isn't it?
Yes.
Somewhat slightly inward.
Up until Portland, and I think a little bit into Seattle, but mostly up in the Portland area. It's mostly just local here.
Essentially, if you live in like Wyoming, you don't know what Dutch Bros is. It's a really sweet like coffee place. I bet you there's probably places like Dutch Bros though all over the country.
Yeah, there's
like
private coffee stands.
Yeah, it's just like a really tiny coffee stand where on your birthday you just show up with an ID and they'll just give you a free coffee of any size and whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
And you can just hit multiples because here in Central Point in Medford, this is the Jackson County area, there's about one every couple fucking blocks.
Fuck yeah. Not to mention the one out in Eagle Point and all that good stuff.
Yeah. If
That's
you're
part of
talking
Jackson County.
if you're talking like Jackson
I think
and
so.
Josephine County, there's got to be at least 20 stands.
Is Eagle Point is Jackson County?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it wasn't.
When does Josephine start? Like
That's Grants Pass.
Okay, I see.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, technically, it's somewhere between Rogue River and Grants Pass on the back roads is where it really starts.
Yeah.
You guys know way more about the counties than I do.
Well,
I don't
I've
keep track of
lived all
counties.
over the county, so.
Me and Tristan was talking about this earlier, and I figured I'd bring it up now. When we were planning on going to Portland on the 1st here in just like a week, and Tristan's fiance was wanting to go to a Buddhist temple, and I was telling Tristan that I remember going to a Buddhist temple when I was really young, and I confirmed this with my father today. I went to a Buddhist temple when I was really young, but it was actually in California.
Huh.
But there's tons of freaking Buddhist temples all over here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was saying there's probably better ones than the one that I actually went to up near Portland.
Interesting. That'd be cool.
But it was badass, dude. There was like these ebony dragons and shit. Big old. I slightly remember kind of like a Buddhist thing where I rubbed his belly, but very slightly. But it was awesome.
I touched the penis, but just only a little bit. God damn it, man.
16 years, bro.
You're 16 years. I was just gonna say
16 years, bro.
You were touching his tip for 16 years, man.
Just touching his belly.
Just the tip.
Just the tip of his belly. Right next to the belly button.
That's sensual. Real sensual.
You guys ever wonder why it's called a belly button?
No, dude.
I try not to wonder about things that I know I can't really answer.
Like maybe they start calling it once. Like there was like some sort of for the longest time. There's been people. I wonder.
Maybe it's because people just poke it.
Well, no, or maybe it's because like who knows? Back in the day, like ancient times, maybe everybody had an Audi. Just because of how they did it, so everybody had Audi, and it looked like a button, and it looked like a button sticking out of there. Freaking.
Maybe
I don't know,
the reason that some people have like inward belly buttons is because they got their name from somebody pushing an Audi to an innie.
You know how bad that would probably hurt? That was probably some like torture shit.
And he learned it was a belly button, and it became a thing, like a genetic thing.
They figured out they could do it to a baby right when it was
born.
born.
Oh my god, no. I could never imagine doing that.
I wonder if, like, how does someone get an Audi belly? That's where the umbilical cord is attached, right?
What, in the belly button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is it, like the doctor's failure to not be able to shove it all in there that somebody gets in an Audi?
I don't know. Sometimes I think it just swells up to where like somewhat sticks out.
And it'll just always forever be like that?
Yeah, it's like scar tissue.
It must be nice kind of having an Audi belly button. You never get like any like shirt lint or anything.
Well, there's like little... Jesus Christ, dude.
You know that happens.
It does.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
true, dude.
You'll be like, what the fuck?
And yeah, dude.
It fucking happens, dude. There's no denying that.
No, there isn't. You can't.
But not when you got an Audi. What the fuck's gonna get inside there? I guess I don't know.
It could be. Who knows?
Still gets in there somehow. That'd probably be a pain in the ass, though.
Yeah, dude. So maybe it's not so good having an Audi. Well, viewers, you tell us.
Let us know.
Innies or Audis? Next topic.
Yeah. What else has been going on?
Jacob's wearing a 49ers jacket.
I am.
And he also does not stand for the national anthem.
That was just a joke I was saying earlier. I honestly, though, I could care less about the national anthem.
Shut up, Kaepernick.
Like, why does there need to be a national anthem in the start of football? A football game? Who gives a fuck? NASCAR? Whatever, because it's a bunch of hicks.
Please
no
rise
offense
for the
to
national
NASCAR
anthem.
fans, but you're hicks. You know you are.
Or take a knee, or sit down, or lay down, or whatever.
That's how it should be. You should not have to stand up and put your hand on your heart for some bullshit song that references God. It's like, come on.
They don't even have God in the pledge anymore, so why should it matter?
What are you talking about? They don't got God in the pledge anymore.
It's not under God anymore.
For which we stand.
What is the what's
the
the
fuck?
Pledge of Allegiance now?
They fucking changed it. It's the same just without that.
So what the fuck did
I pledge allegiance to the flag, one nation, in the United States of America.
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So there's what?
Yeah.
Tristan, let's see.
Wait,
this.
what the
That
fuck?
is insane.
If I remember correctly, they made a big fit about it and they exit out of the pledge.
I remember we just stopped having to do it in school. Which
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Were you?
Dude, fuck yeah. I was like, this shit is bullshit. Like, I love my country, but shit's stupid. You're wasting time at school when you could be learning something. Sure, it's only like maybe a minute, but still.
What was the very beginning?
Still, that could be a minute of something you're being taught.
No.
No, it's still there.
It changed once, and that was in 1954.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
What was it before that?
That's what it didn't have under God.
So in the 50s, we're like, yeah, we need to add under God.
Yeah. And
What?
54, they added under God, and in a response to the threat of communism.
Oh my God.
Really now?
Ridiculous. Let's remove that. There's no threat of communism anymore.
No, they
Is there?
added it for resolving the threat of communism.
Dude, that doesn't resolve shit.
So they prayed to God or something
It then began
to resolve itself?
became I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I haven't said that shit in so long.
Do you know the Star Spangled Banner?
Not all of it, no.
No,
Do you?
I don't.
There you go.
Again, most people don't. But I feel like if I just
How many
I feel like
people
if I just looked at it,
know the Star Spangled Banner?
dude, why would you? Why would you think Google would know something like that? Do you think census is going around asking, do you know the Star Spangled Banner?
That could be, dude.
Maybe, dude. Have you ever seen a census taker?
ABC,
No.
ABC,
Fuck no, dude.
ABC did a survey to see how many Americans knew the national anthem.
Dude,
61% of the Americans in the U.S. approximately do not know all the words for the national anthem.
how many people did they ask? Because if it was only like 1,000, I'd be like, fuck you.
Dude, 2,200.
Okay, I guess that's kind of a big pool, but like, did they take it from all over the country or just one state? Dude, it's not gonna say that on there, I'm for sure. It's not gonna be like we tested people in.
Nearly 2 out of 3 Americans. Do you know all the words?
No.
Do you know all the words?
No.
Okay, so 4 out of 4 people right now
Right
do not know.
in Central Point. But,
In Central Point.
Yeah.
This changes everything.
well, you just gotta know who the demographic is. Like, I'm just trying to think of how even this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I'm trying to think of how the goddamn Star Spangled Banner even starts.
That's what I'm doing now too, dude.
Oh, say.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus Christ! That's so stupid. That's so ridiculous.
I know, like, a chunk of it, but I don't know all of it. It's like,
Oh,
oh,
say,
say, can you see?
By
for,
the dawn's early
yeah, by the
lights,
dawn's early lights.
for so proudly we hail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
At the twilight's last gleaming.
Yeah.
Who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous...
See, you know more
night.
than I do.
Yeah.
Bombs bursting in the air, give truth to the night that a flag was still there. Jose does that Star Spangled Banner, yay, yet wave. For the land of the free.
I'm being your
Yeah.
lead guitar.
I guess I can kind of remember most of it. But, there's definitely parts of it that I'm like, what? But I just don't think it's necessary in sports. UFC doesn't do it. I have no problem with that. I don't be like, what the fuck are they doing?
I don't think that's even an issue, is it?
No, it's not.
Nobody makes a big deal about
No,
that.
not at all.
No.
But who knows? Actually, how do we know? Watch we go, because me and Tristan are actually going to a UFC event. And
We've said it before.
Watch before even the show starts. Everyone's standing up for the national anthem.
Oh, dude.
But it shouldn't be a problem because all the different fighters, dude, like fighters that are from Brazil and shit,
Yeah, I
bring
know.
flags in and they're
Exactly.
fucking wearing their flags like
But,
capes.
like the same thing with like basketball and stuff. Like there's tons
Dude,
of freaking.
will you stand?
If they did
Oh,
that?
God.
Yeah.
No, I'll stand during the event for sure. If
No,
there's people
I
in
mean
front of us.
for the fucking Pledge of Allegiance
If they did it, no.
or National Anthem or whatever.
National anthem.
Oh
If they
my
did,
God.
no, I wouldn't care.
Oh,
I
God.
would be terrified to sit next to you, dude.
Why? Do you know
Because
how...
people are gonna start shit with
Oh
you,
my
and I'm gonna be
God.
right there.
Dude, honestly, I'm worried that you're gonna start shit with somebody. Like, there's gonna be some douchebag that's drunk next to us, and you're gonna have to say something to him, and then, like, I'll be like, dude, don't.
Next thing you know, boom, bow.
Boom, bow, we're both freaking kicked out.
I've
A
gotten
waste of
more.
$120.
I've gotten in a few scuffles.
Yes. I just don't want it to happen at that event.
I missed part of a really good concert that I was really excited for because some asshole decided to try and spit in my face.
That sucks.
Oh, dude, I was pissed. There's two cops sitting fucking across the street watching the event.
They always did that, though. The cops around here, they are so paranoid about things going on, especially, like,
Yeah, they came and walked through to make sure nobody was drinking alcohol and shit. And it was like a public event.
Hold on. That was a little different. So they did this thing that was basically like a rave with no drugs.
Oh, yeah,
What?
dude.
And that was when the cops showed up. And the people that ran it, some like local people that we always saw at shows, they ended up buying this place. They wrote on the wall, no drinking, no smoking, no drugs. So they like showed that to the cops. And then it was all like just a bunch of us like in some weird room with friggin' black lights and glow sticks.
Yeah, I mean, we got fucked up
dancing around to
beforehand.
electronic music.
We got fucked up beforehand.
Yeah, we took some brownies.
Oh, yeah, dude. We were
ate some
fucking
brownies.
high. We were like moon dancing all over the goddamn place. We had glow sticks like a
Dude, I know.
motherfucker.
I've never got down so hard. Not even like I've never got
I feel like I might have done a little bit of shrooms that night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like I still had some from our buddy who hooked us up.
Yeah, he hooked me up at I'm just not even gonna say when he hooked me up, but he hooked me up.
He hooked me up in a really inappropriate place.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say too. Probably the same inappropriate place as you got hooked up.
Oh, most definitely.
And then I took them at an inappropriate place, and then there was a stretcher outside a door that I thought was for me.
Well, you know what, dude? Dude.
That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Dude, does it really matter?
Yes, it does.
Why does it matter?
Because I don't necessarily want specific parts of that story. Like, I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna tell my part.
All right, go ahead.
And it's
Go
gonna
ahead and tell
expose
your
where
story.
it's gonna expose where you did it.
It might not be the same place.
Okay, well, I got mine at school, and I took mine at school.
Way different. I was at like a hospital.
Oh, that's horrible, but you exposed it. Thank you. Now I'm not curious anymore.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, I took mine to school, and well, I walked into class, and my friend, he was sitting there, and he told me he was gonna bring me some shrooms that day, and I was like, "You're gonna give them to me in school?" He was like, "Hell yeah, man!" I was like, "That's half the fun right there, dude." And as soon as I walk into class, I realized we have a substitute teacher. Normally, our teacher's really badass. Like, I love our teacher, and she was absent. We have this other sub that's actually a teacher that works there, and I fucking love this teacher too. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. He's super lenient, super chill. I'm not worried about a goddamn thing. And he just, like, my friend looks at me, smiles from, like, where I'm going to be sitting, and he just puts his hand behind his back, just chills there, has his hand all balled up, and I walked by him, and as I'm walking by, I just reached into his hand, grabbed it, and shoved it in my pocket, sat down at my desk, looked under my desk, had a little baggie full of shrooms. I was like, "Teacher, can I go to the bathroom?" He was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then just as I'm about to walk out the door, he's like, "Hey, you just got back from lunch, and you were late. Why didn't you use the bathroom then?" I was like, "I don't know." He was like, "All right, hurry up."
I'm like, none of your damn business.
So I went to the bathroom, took about half that baggie because I had plans to take the rest after school. And I came back to class, and we were reading a whole, like, play that we were going to be doing of Hamlet. And so I'm sitting there reading the script while the teacher's reading through it, so we, like, hear the whole story of Hamlet, and then we were going to do it. And I'm sitting there, like, reading with it as he's, like, reading aloud, and the words on the paper are, like, moving, like, the entering screen of Star Wars.
Nice.
Like, it's scrolling up on the page, and I'm just watching, like, holy shit, dude, that's crazy. And our other friend, Dino, he's just sitting there next to me, like, laughing his ass off at me. He's only stoned on pot. He's just watching me, and he's just watching me fucking trip balls. I look over and there's like painted fish on the wall and they're swimming around. I'm just like, hell yeah, this is the best. I'm gonna take all of these after school. After school, I took all of them, drank a bunch of orange juice, ate some food, enhanced the fuck out of that shit. I was talking to a bag of weed.
Holy shit, dude.
He was on a rope swing.
That was a different time. I'd gotten some shrooms from a buddy of mine I had met in math class in high school. She was really cool, and her boyfriend apparently used to do shrooms, but then it decided to stop. So she's like, "Do you want them?" I was like, "Hell, fucking yes." So I was already out in Gold Hill hanging out, so we drove over to
our friend's house.
Yeah, her house, and she gave them to me. And once we went to a different friend's house, and her grandfather was like the best dude ever.
Oh, dude, I was also tripping fucking balls on shrooms this day.
He has like a mine and stuff on his property.
Yeah. He has a fucking industrial-sized backhoe, and we're all chilling in the grotto. And the grotto is just like this encased like area with like the viney type of wood walls.
Yeah.
Like it has little vines all over it because it's like a thin wood.
Yeah.
And there's just one entrance and a little like fountain in there. It's just super chill, low light. You just kick it. Out of nowhere, this like because a fucking backhoe comes rolling up on us. And he sticks the fucking bucket in through the door of this grotto. And he's just chilling there like, y'all want me to put a rock in there? And he has a fucking rock in the goddamn backhoe bucket. And it's this enormous fucking rock. Like, literally, if he set that rock down, we're not getting out the fucking door unless we climb over it.
Holy shit, dude.
And we're like, no, thank you. Thank you. And he, like, backs it out. And then we're like, holy shit, dude, that thing was fucking huge. So we go out the door to see the backhoe again. And he's like, y'all want to ride on it? So Jacob and our other friend sit in the bucket. And I climb onto the side, like, where he's in the cab. I'm, like, right outside the cab holding onto a handle.
Yeah.
I'm just dangling from it. And he's spinning in circles, like, lifting and lowering the bucket with Jacob and our other friend in it. Their fucking dog runs right in front of the bucket as it drops and just blocks it upside the fucking head.
Holy fuck.
It was okay.
The dog I was going to get to there. The dog drops, flips over, and gets back up and just runs away for a little bit.
Nice.
A little bit later, me and Jacob found a rope swing, like a tire swing, off in the distance in the very overgrown madrone trees.
Look, way over there. I think it's a tire swing.
Yeah,
it wasn't that far off the distance,
but it was still funny.
It was just on the property.
And so we make our way down to this, and I have this big, like, probably an ounce of weed, so it's decent size. And the more I look at it, the more I swear to God I see eyes and a mouth on it. I'm just like, whoa, dude, this is great.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, I'm sitting there while first off, Jacob and I are like, wow, I wish we could ride this tire swing, but there's madrone branches just all entwined in it.
I did not give a fuck.
I wanted to ride that fucking tire swing.
I did not give a fuck. I was like, you know what? Fuck the branches. I start going. All of a sudden, our friend's grandfather, who was just fucking using his back, comes out of nowhere with a fucking chainsaw.
I'll get those out of the way for you.
Scared the fucking shit out of me. At first, I thought he was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to like jump out of this tire swing.
And he's like in the tire swing.
Yeah, I'm in the tire swing hitting these branches. All of a sudden, he's got like a chainsaw at the branches, cutting them, and I'm like flying towards him.
It's like, I'll get these out here for you. Y'all just drag them up yonder, and he points off in the distance. Keep in mind, this is this tall, white, very skinny and lanky, wears like flannel and suspenders, has a long, big, bushy white beard, glasses, looks kind of like a hippie. He smokes pot. He's a good dude. And he's always wearing a mining hat.
That's
like
cool.
a hard hat, but like the ones that look more like a boonie hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
He's a good guy. But he gets rid of those fucking branches for us, and Jacob's just fucking chilling on the tire swing. And I'm talking to this bag of weed like, what up, bro? And while Jacob's sitting there, like, on this tire swing.
We're leaving, so please don't lock the front door.
Okay.
Thank you.
So while Jacob's on this tire swing, the dog is back, and with a vengeance. God damn it. Fuck. If I hear one more person slam that goddamn door, I'm gonna tape
I
it
know.
shut.
Wait, why don't you just lock it?
Because then they're gonna pound on the door.
This is true.
Just put on a note and I'll be like, hey, fuck you. We're doing something
Recording.
right now. Yeah, seriously.
Either way, dog comes running up on you. Its spots are moving all over, and I see it too. Has like 50 fucking rows of teeth,
Damn.
and the teeth are like moving like a chainsaw kind of in the dog's mouth. And it's just running at Jacob. I'm pretty sure I only saw it with one eye too, like one big eye in the middle of its fucking head. And Jacob's just like, ah! He's holding onto the tire swing, just trying to avoid the goddamn dog as it's like running around him. He's like, oh shit! And so he tries to fucking get out of the tire swing, but he's like not able to slip out. He gets more distance, comes back, and just fucking full on kicks the dog. The dog goes flying down the fucking hill, like straight flipping head over heels.
Again, it was fine. It wasn't like a kick. It was like
It was a full on like full force feet out while you're like letting the momentum of the swing carry you through, and you followed through with it, so the dog just got distance, dude. It took
it didn't
off.
go flying. It just rolled down the hill.
It went like 10 yards down the fucking hill.
It was rolling.
And,
It was rolling. It's not like it went like, "Ah!" and then hit the ground
dude,
or something.
it fucking flew. And I'm sitting there just losing my shit, and I swear the bag of weed was laughing with me, dude.
Well, that dog was awesome. That dog's a sturdy dog. It took a hit from a fucking, what was it called?
A backhoe.
Backhoe, and then from me, and it was still totally down to play.
Yeah, dude. And that dog's fine to this day, by the way. No brain damage or anything like that.
Well, how do we know? He might have friggin' CTE.
Donate to the PTA. Parent teacher.
For CTE dogs.
Yeah.
Poor.
Another
backhoe.
time, that same guy, this grandpa, he was totally down to smoke some weed, but he was not down for that spice. He hated spice, and I hate spice to this day too. But at one point, we would all smoke it. Like, this was a long time ago.
Why do we gotta talk about these kind of things?
Because it's just an experience. It's not like...
Spice is so bad, dude. My
Yeah,
first time on
so
Spice,
terrible.
I was in college, and I was visiting my cousins, and one of my cousins' boyfriends, his friend had it, and they're like, dude, do you smoke? And I'm like, yeah, but what are you guys smoking? And he's like, we're just smoking in jail. I'm like, oh, you guys got weed? And he's like, yeah, we got legal weed. And I'm like, what the hell is legal weed?
Yeah, this was like before actual legal weed. So you're like, what?
Yeah, exactly. And he's all like, oh, dude, it's Spice. It's called Spice. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? And he's like, it's legal weed. It's weed that gets you high. And when you piss
That's
this,
weed
you
that gets
piece
you high.
this clean.
That was literally the first thing I was told about too. That
Yeah.
it was exactly like pot, except you piss clean.
Exactly.
So I was like, oh, cool. It's cheaper than pot. They're like, yeah, it's way cheaper than pot.
Well, I didn't ask the price because he went into a whole background story about himself and how he came into actually smoking that shit. But we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So I smoked it, dude, and I was feeling lit. I was like, hell yeah. And I had to fucking get back on the train, which led me back to my dorm. And that was an interesting experience inside because it's fucking weird, dude. You gotta be, kind of on about yourself, but not really. And once I got to the dorm, dude, I was just chilling. Dude. I was fucking, hell yeah. I was kind of drunk. I was a little buzzed and I was fucking stoned. And I liked it. So I came back here and I got my buddies into it. I was like, yo, dude, I discovered something super dope. And they're like, well, what's that? And I was like, Spice, dude, because this is around the time that it was just,
Getting
yeah, they were being relevant.
Oh.
Okay.
So this is like the same time we were doing it.
I'm just gonna put a bleep right there
Pause.
because I don't think we need to be giving a store that kind of advertisement. Yeah, they were just about to
Maybe
get
even
this
just flip
product
that
and
part.
People,
Sorry, yeah.
no, I'll literally just beep.
Can you do that?
Yeah, no, of course I can do that.
Cool.
That's
Cool. Just
legit.
leave it.
That's legit. But yeah, it's that store. And I walked in. I had been there before looking at pipes and shit because I thought it was interesting, And one time I was looking at some bags that they had, and I asked them what it was. They told me it was Spice. So when I came back from Arizona and I was with my parents again, it was around the time of the Rogue Valley Cup. So all of us, I had it was early in the day, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. I bought some like strawberry something, I don't remember what it was, and we were rolling J's, dude, and me and my friends just smoked fucking like 2 J's and went and chilled, dude, and we had the most weird high ever, and a lot of the people that I was with, some didn't like it, some liked it, and only one didn't get high.
That's true. This was Spice, right? Yeah, I remember my first time. We like smoked 2 big fat blunts of it, and by that time, after we smoked those, I was like, "Fuck this! I feel terrible." I went to sleep underneath this table. This dude had a bunch of broken computers and monitors around. When I woke up, I was scared shitless, and these 2 friends of mine freaking were grabbing me by my ankles, pulling me out of the freaking table, and I'm trying to grab the carpet, like no. And then it's like, shut up. And then once they get me out, they're like, oh, freaking, they're smoking another blunt. And I'm like, I really don't want any more of this. Like, they're like, oh, just take one more, like, take one hit. I wasn't here, freaking, because this chick freaking showed up. She's like, oh, you didn't take a hit while I was here. So I'm like, fuck. And then I took a big old drag off it, and I nearly fucking puked.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, no more of this. It was like this nasty artificial peach flavor. Oh my god.
Oh no,
Dude.
that's like.
I used to fucking smoke that shit, and I did a gravity hit of it one time.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh,
You don't know what a gravity bog is? You basically take a bucket full of water, and you either take like a 2-liter or a milk jug or something, and you cut the bottom off, and then you make like you put your bowl piece through the lid of the bottle.
You like heat up the lid so you can fit the bowl piece through like
or just cut a hole
easily.
in it.
You could do that too. It's just a little bit more precise if you do it with the lighter.
I don't know about that.
I did pretty good with it. Anyways, off topic.
Well, let me just say something before we get back to the on topic. You used a lighter just the other day to make a cap for a little thing we were making called a lung. We won't explain that right now because it's not important. But it didn't turn out that well. Back on topic.
Anyways, you fucking put the bottle in the water all the way down to just about up to the cap, just where you can hold it by the cap. You put your bowl piece in, and you light the bowl piece as you slowly pull up the jug, just to where you're like keeping the bottom of the jug in the water, not pulling it all the way out. That'll ruin it.
Yeah.
You take off the bowl piece, and you just push the bottle back down the water with your mouth on it.
Or you just...
You can't just suck it. Yeah,
you can't just suck it, people.
Yeah, but either way, gets you ripped as fuck. And I did this with some of that spice, and
what was it, like a hotel or something you saw? Something like that.
oh no, dude, I saw when I finally got through my worst part of my trip, I got up to go take a piss, and my piss was a bunch of like cartoon blue and purple Tweety birds
Holy crap.
flying out of my dick and then hitting the ground, and like when my piss was like splashing on the ground, it was blood because the Tweety birds were just like smashed into the ground.
That's fucking intense.
I was like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Alright, so check this out. So coming back to what I was talking about, just finishing it up. Quick speed. We smoked a shit ton more blunts. We went down to one of the high schools in Medford, and it was Goalie Wars. And as we were walking towards the main event, there was a tree, dude, that was fucking way the hell to the distance, and my homie sidesteps. And we listened to him, we're like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? We're all fucking ripped as fuck, and he's like, did you not see that tree, dude? I almost hit that tree, dude. What the fuck? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, that tree right here. I'm like, the tree that's like way the fuck down there? He's like, yeah, dude, that tree. I'm like, you're fucking tripping, bro. He's like, I feel it now.
I feel it now, man. I didn't feel it before, but I feel it now.
I remember the first time I ever like got high off pot. Me and 2 friends, we got really stoned, and we figured, we'll smoke some pot, and then we'll go to the school dance.
That's a good
like. And so we smoke, and the whole time we're sitting there smoking, I'm just like, man, I'm just not feeling this shit. And they're already high, being stupid. I was like, fuck, do you guys care if I just like smoke a bowl of my shit? Because we all brought our own, like a little bit for all of us to share. And they're like, oh yeah, go for it. And so I load a bowl and I smoked the whole bowl to myself.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, I don't feel shit. Does pot not work for me? And I was like so bummed. And it's like, they're like, all right, well, let's go inside and put eye drops in and we'll go to the dance. I was like, all right,
Right?
like fucking, I was like bums out that I wasn't feeling it, and then literally, as soon as like we get into our friend's like right when I stepped through her door frame into her like bedroom, all of a sudden, like I'm like, why are all the lights flashing? But in reality, I was just blinking like a motherfucker. I was just like twiddling away with my eyes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on with the lights? And like, it just started hitting me so fucking hard. And then we walked all the way to the school, which was only like a couple of blocks. And fucking, we get there, and there's fucking cops at the front door. And we're like, shit. And like, we get inside without any problem. But once we get inside, we find out that some friends of ours showed up high and drunk, and they had already gotten busted. And I was like, oh no. And apparently we smelled terribly like weed. And I was walking at a 45-degree angle. This is what I was
What?
told from people at the dance.
What the fuck?
Like, I was walking, like, my feet were way out in front of me, and I was, like, as if I was, like, imagine, you know Michael Jackson's move where he's like,
Yes.
imagine that, but backwards. That's how I was walking around this dance, all stoned.
That's hella funny.
And
Yeah,
the cops didn't notice anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. That might need to be lit.
I'm good, dude. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, like, high school was good times. I remember one of the first times. Oh, that's good, dude. It's still lit. Yeah, I remember one of the first times I ever got stoned. It was me and one of my closer friends. We
Oh, closer to nuts, huh?
well, I don't know.
To be continued.
Roundabout, yes, plays in the distance. Anyways, we used to skip. Well, he didn't have a or a seventh period at school, and I didn't care about mine, and so
You're like, fuck that.
we would leave every day. And I had Chinese class that period, so
Oh, yeah.
and she was a exchange teacher. Like, she was in America for her first year that year, and she's like never been in America before, and she was only like 20 something.
Damn.
So she was like super fucking new to this culture and shit, and she's trying to teach us Chinese. I wasn't there for about 2 months, and every day was me smoking pot with this friend, and I still had an A+ in that class. Bottom line, though, like, it started off pretty, like, mid-year. My buddy was just like, hey, dude, do you want to go to your house and smoke some pot? And I was like, you want to skip? And he was like, well, I don't have a class, so, do you want to skip? I was like, well, yeah, sure. So, we both scurried on back to my place, got in my, SUV that we've talked about before on here, and,
Have we
started
talked
smoking.
about your SUV?
Yeah,
God, I don't know.
we've talked about it. I remember it.
That's out.
Well, you might have to stick it. Does that cup have water in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drop it in there.
Boom.
That was dope.
I hope that the Raiders get to at least to the playoffs.
That's funny.
I feel like they got a good chance, but I'm still hesitant to fully be like I believe because it's still early.
It is. Plus, I 1-1, I think.
Yeah, they lost against Atlanta, but
Yeah, they did.
they're not in their conference, so it's not like a devastating loss.
Right.
But
It'll be interesting for sure.
yeah, tonight's game was pretty good. Freaking, I wouldn't really necessarily say good, but
Patriots.
the Patriots kicked ass.
They always seem to have an ace up their sleeve, dude.
Dude,
Even at their fucking weakest.
it's called cheating.
You bastard. Don't let a Patriots fan hear you right now, dude. We will get murdered. They are the craziest fans
Dude,
next to the Seahawk fans.
Raider fans are crazy.
Dude, Raider fans are crazy. I heard they'll throw batteries at your ass when you're in the Oakland Stadium.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So that's entertaining. That's kind of fucked.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to an Oakland game. Oakland's a really nice place. Like, I've been there before. I stayed there for a few days, and it was really nice. I didn't think it was that bad. There was a murder that happened a few days before I showed up there on the other side of this like large lake. Pretty much on the whole other side of the city.
Nice.
But that was I was like,
Had they caught the murderer though,
I have no idea.
he could have ran to the other side.
This
of
is
the
just
city.
this is just what I saw on this website where it like tracks all the local crimes and stuff that's happened near you.
Interesting.
Almost like a pedophile kind of thing. except
Right.
Just like if there's been robberies, murders, whatever. And there was a murder way like it's almost like a I don't even somebody if listening to this if they were from Oakland or even knew anything about Oakland they might know how big that lake is. It's like pretty much in the center of the city, but it seems like it's nearly like at least half a mile long.
Damn.
It's like half a mile away. Somebody got murdered. People get murdered around here.
Do they?
Dude, my he's like my cousin-in-law.
Yeah.
His ex-girlfriend got fucking murdered.
Holy shit.
Where the fuck was it? I can't remember where it was, but yeah, she just got murdered a couple days ago. Or they found her body a couple days ago. She was missing for a few days.
Dude, they found a body behind the OK Market. Bleep that out as well.
No, we don't. Why does it matter?
Either way, they found one behind that market. It's downtown Medford.
It's not like it looks bad at OK Market because somebody found a dead body back there.
Yeah, they found one behind there like yesterday or some shit.
That's sad.
That was crazy. That's like next door to my grandma's place.
Yeah, man. I just thought it was crazy that my cousin-in-law's ex-girlfriend got murdered.
Yeah.
Apparently she had went to go shopping and she never came home, and so her father had to freaking
File a missing person.
yeah. And like her kid was like crying at home for like 2 days before. I don't know if the father lived with them or just showed up or something. But
Damn, dude.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, like that kind of shit happens all like the freaking shooting at that freaking community college in Roseburg. Like, what was that last year? 2014.
Yeah, it was a while back.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very recent. And as far as my memory, as far as things that happen around here, there's like fucking nothing that happens around here.
Yeah, it was an RCC campus.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I know it was UCC, Umpqua Community College.
Yeah, man. And I know people that
I do too.
live in Roseburg and stuff. So I was like, fuck.
I know people who go to that school.
Yeah, I didn't know if anybody I knew was going to the school, but I was like, fuck, I hope not.
Dude, somebody you dated was going to that school at the time.
Fuck her. That's all I
Dude,
got.
she took your bong.
She did. She just took my bong, broke it, and then gave me the bong stem. Like,
That's fucked.
Bowl piece.
bowl. That's what it is. That's what a bong stem is. It's a bowl piece.
No, a bowl piece is a bowl piece. A down stem is a bong stem.
I'm not. No.
I
See,
don't-
you just called it
It's-
the correct thing. It's a down. That's a down stem.
That's because that's what it's actually supposed to be called. A bong stem is a down stem. It's just a bad word for it.
No,
Oh my god.
it is the bowl piece with the freaking stem on the bottom.
Then why are you calling it a fucking bowl piece?
I didn't.
You said it's the bowl piece with,
With
the
a
freaking
stem on it.
Stem
And
on
it's
it.
different between. There's a difference between just a bowl piece and a bowl piece with a stem. I call a bowl piece with a stem a bong freaking stem. Because no pipe is gonna
Okay.
have that.
Okay.
What pipes do you know that have a long freaking stem besides your bubblers?
I was just gonna say my fucking bubbler, dude.
I'm talking about pipes. What pipes do you know of that have super long stems?
So you're saying the one in my bubbler is called a bubbler stem?
I don't know what you would call it. It would just be
Definitely not a
stem.
bubbler stem.
It would just be a stem.
It would be the fucking down stem because it's what goes down in the goddamn water.
Nah,
Oh, you son of a bitch. You are a goddamn whore.
nah. I call them a box stem. Accept it. Move on.
Oh, man.
Live your life.
I want
to
to
the
start wrapping
fullest.
this up. Because I gotta be up early.
Well, man, you shouldn't do it. Oh, then it's over.
It's over.
Then it's over.
It's over, man.
Then it's over, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Just like that.
Yeah,
Look at a wall.
this should have ended like 3 seconds ago.
Yeah. But yeah, believe me, none of this will be in the podcast. Just
That's-
kidding.
Oh. All of it.
All of it. I'm not bleeping anything out. No, there's something I gotta bleep out.
Yeah, one thing you gotta bleep.
At least one.
At least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way.
So this is another episode of Shed Talk.
Once again, we weren't entirely prepared for this one.
I don't know. I think this one was good.
It was good. It was good. I'm
I
not
think,
saying
I think it was positive. I think it was positive. We told some stories, you know.
Yeah. There was some good laughs. All right. Anyways, Tristan.
Denny, Garth,
Garth.
he's over there.
He refuses to speak.
He
Yeah.
never speaks to.
Literally, just say one thing. Yeah, all you've been doing as far as making noise is like that leathery couch.
He's the
So-
Colin Kaepernick of our podcast.
He's the quietest person.
That's hilarious. He refuses to stand up for the podcast. What do you have to say for yourself, Garth? Nothing? Fuck.
Nothing.
Oh, fucking
Say
Stonewall.
something, bro.
He's like Silent Bob.
Hey, baby, you ever had your butthole licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
Alright, I think that's probably the perfect.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you just cut
Now,
that out.
now it's gone too far. Now it's gone too far. We need to end this.
One,
So yeah,
Smoking weed, smoking weed.
Alright. yeah. So you can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, old episodes on YouTube. So yeah, get us wherever you like.
Shed talk.
Shed Talk.